And we're just gonna jump out of his way when he charges at us, and then jump on him. Now, a reasonably good time to start for this game is going to be sub 3, which is going to be based on the in-game timer in the top right, and I think I'm just going to make it. I did not. That's unfortunate. But, easy come, easy go. We're going to jump right into World 2 now, which is going to be a bit more involved. So we're going to start out here by hitting this shell into a hole here, because golf is a thing. And that was very good. 10.3 to start. I have not gotten a golf that good, I think, ever in the couple of weeks I've been running this. So that's a damn good start. So we get an ice cream cone for being good at golf, and this ugly thing, which I will tell you now is a rabbit, is going to steal it. And that's the entire plot of this game. We want to go get it back. As this guy, the mayor of Squiggleville, is so kind to explain. So we've got a wall jump now, and Fancy Pants in general has a little bit more mobility than he does in World 1. We're going to take full advantage of that. So this first level is actually pretty basic. It's just more or less running around. I'm going to go through these 2 loops, and then up off of this one, and we're going to slide down here, hop over that thing with a gun that's a mouse, and get out. So there's a transition between each level. These are normally pretty short. This one's very interesting because it's ideally just running in one direction and holding it the whole time. There was some experimentation to see if we could make this any faster, but as it turns out, the fastest way to get through that is literally just holding right the whole time. Because if you try to jump and skip parts of the loops, then you end up losing all your momentum, and that just kills the entire purpose of skipping the loops. And this level is going very swaggly. I'm getting some nice fast movement here. Okay, another transition level. This one's going to be based around a lot of sliding down oily pathways. And we're going to hop at certain times to avoid some extra slopes. And if I time this right, not quite perfect, but close enough, going to get in that door nice and quickly. So this is one of the few levels that's going to have a significant skip in it. It's called Spider Skip, and it happens by hitting a spider and getting knocked up to another area. We'll see if I get this first try. Alley-oop! Nailed it! So that skips a very long section of having to rocket up and do some platforming and zigzagging. And you can do it again in the next level, but it's much harder. And it's called Super Spider Skip because of how difficult it is, and it's basically only been done in the very, very top level runs. Not really worth going for in a marathon, so I'm just going to be going for the casual strat. Or as casual as it can be when it's still a speed run. Gonna run over this loop. Quick wall jumps, should get hit by that guy. And Spider Skip, you would run back to the left here and hit a spider that's up on the top level. But, as I said, I'm not doing that. We're just going to continue through this way. And now I'm going to try and do a small skip here. Wall jump. Perfect. Made it up here. And now I'm not certain if I can classify this next part as a skip, because it's like no reason to believe that you wouldn't be intended to do this. Just fall down here, and we're already at the end of the door. And skipping a very long section of zigzagging back and forth. So this is the elevator shaft, and that is not a good start for it. As long as Fancy's Pants are underneath the platform, you'll run through it, but it's not easy to make the tightest cycle. I typically go for one slower, but I screwed up my movement there at the beginning a little bit, so we got like 5th cycle. Okay, we're in level 5 now, and this is my favorite level because there's so much swaggy, cool strats with this. And actually, there was just recently a very small time save found by sliding down this hill instead of running down it. Okay, I didn't quite get it. I was supposed to land up here, and I would have saved myself the trouble of turning around. Anyway, this has one of the coolest skip in this game, in my opinion. It'll come up in a little bit, but in the meantime, we're going to take some very tight movement through here. Bounce off this, bonk head, jump, wall jump, rope jump, slide down here, kick this guy, kick him again, jump over a tiny ledge here, slide down, and we're going to run on the ceiling. Now, I can't tell you how many times doing this casually I jumped before I was supposed to and just fell all the way back down. You've got to wait until you hit this wall. Okay. Cool escape in the game, in my opinion, coming up. We're going to jump over this, bonk our head, and jump off here. And if I do it right, I land right on the spring and skip a large falling down and climbing back up section. Now we just hop over this spider, get in this door, and boom. Okay, now we've got to be careful not to fall here. 1, 2, 3, jump! And jump! And 1, 2, 3, jump! Now we're getting on the ledge here, getting in the door, boom. And we're already in the last level. This part's pretty straightforward, thankfully, if you know where you're going. Gotta hop over these guys. Now we do a long wall jump section, and hopefully I don't try and jump too early or too late and slide down. And I'm not certain what that was. Hop over this snail. Hop, hop, up, up, and away. Ride this. I went too early there and had to pull back. Alright, and it's time to fight the bunny. Now this fight is very annoying, both casually and even in the speedrun. Because you've got to be really careful to manipulate the spiders that the bunny is going to make fall on us. Not to mention dodging the bunny and using the shell from the snail he's going to drop, which is also very annoying and janky and whatnot. And if it all goes well, I'll get done fairly easily. And that bunny did not come down where he was supposed to, but I should still hit him. And he's gonna fly off to Kingdom Come, apparently. Okay, now we get the spiders to fall again. Dodge this one. Bounce. And bounce. And bounce. And bounce on the snail. And hit the bunny. Okay, that's 2. One more hit and we're out. Gotta be careful with the spiders. I definitely jumped there. Hit him. Hit him. Darn it. Nice. I just died and collected the ice cream at the same time. I did not know you could do that. That was... Someone check for me. That might have been a PB for me in Fancy Pants 2. Yeah, because I think that was sub 7, or sub 8, which I don't think I've gotten before. Hell yeah, that was sick. So anyway, that was Fancy Pants 2, and now it's time for Fancy Pants 3.